All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the true sincere brethren around the four corners, pushing out this purified truth, cleansing this wicked defiled kingdom with the word, and to the rest of the church who believe, the water to Yahweh Shai, because without him, none of this would even be possible. Alright, let's jump right into it. John 8 and 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So once you come into this truth, you're no longer in bondage. The same bondage that our people are still in. Mental bondage, okay? Our people think they're free because mentally they're still enslaved. Why? Well, here you are in the land of your captivity. The southern kingdom, you were brought here by force. The northern kingdom, you had this land took from you by force, and yet you still think you're free today. Well, guess what? You're not actually free until you know the truth. And a lot of our people, they are void of the truth. So when it comes to things that matter, when it comes to things that have weight to it, our people can't really fathom. They can't really get into it. But when it comes to things that don't matter, like what? Uniting with all different nations, accepting any and everyone, breaking the law, statutes, and commandments, live a life according to how you feel, follow your heart, do what thou wilt. Our people are for that. But when it comes to following their heritage and doing what they're supposed to do, they have an issue about that. Alright? So that's why it says here in John 8 and 32, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. Now, an idiot would assume that Yahweh Shai was speaking of physical slavery here. Okay? But typically, if you are of sin, alright, you are a servant of sin. So in order for you to be free from sin, you have to have the blood of Yahweh Shai covering you. And only his sheep hear his voice. So I'm going to jump to Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus 37 and 15. And above all this, pray to the Most High, that he will direct thy way in truth. So it's all about the truth. You have to be directed in the truth. And the reason why you have men who follow the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone is because they've been directed to the way of the truth, which starts with the men, the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. And the men under them who follow on the same path, they are men who are directing other men in the way of truth, because it's all about truth. We are going to be delivered because of this truth, believe it or not. A lot of people, they assume that we're going to be delivered based off of how handsome we are, how big our beard is, or, things that don't really matter. We are going to be delivered based off of the truth and trying our best to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, to do the Lord's will the best that we can. So with everything that we go through in this world, you have to remember one thing. No matter what burdens or afflictions you have to face in this life, you have the truth. And you have to thank Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai that he guided and directed you towards that path. Because typically this is a path that many don't find. Okay? Sirach 37 and 15 again. And above all this, pray to the Most High that he will direct thy way in truth. So you don't want the Lord to lead you into a stumbling block. You don't want the Lord to blind you so he can destroy you. You want the Lord to direct you into the way of truth, because it's through the truth that you are going to be delivered. Okay, that is one of the key ways of getting out of here, getting out of this hell. Okay, is setting Yahweh and Yahweh Shai as your foundation and doing their will. Okay, and knowing and understanding their wisdom. Now, a lot of people, they don't understand the wisdom of the Lord. Okay, so really, they have a curse upon them. This is 2 Peter's 3 and 16. As also in all his epistles, speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood, which they that are unlearned and unstable rest, as they do also the other scriptures, unto their own destruction. So a lot of people who don't understand the scriptures, who fall into stumbling blocks, they're really being led into their own destruction. Because why? You are going to be saved through this truth. And this truth, through the spirit of truth, it is something that this world cannot receive. It's something that everybody cannot obtain. All right? It's only for a certain few people. Read this again. As also in all his epistles, speaking in them of these things, in which are some things hard to be understood. So to the masses, a lot of the scriptures are hard to be understood. They don't understand it. They make up vain interpretations that they've just made up out of thin air. Or they just really have nothing to say about it at all because they can't understand it. It's like they're wrestling, trying to come to an understanding, and they just can't find it. That's why the scriptures tell you how the elect would receive the truth and the rest would be blinded. Okay? Which they that are unlearned and unstable rest, as they do also the other scriptures unto their own destruction. So those who are unlearned will primarily anyone outside the truth who haven't gone under the teachings of the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, because those are the men today who the Lord set up. All right, that's just what it is. Those are the men who we look up to as the example. All right, and through their great works, we see how to do it. We see how we are to be through great examples. Okay, as they do also the scriptures unto their own destruction. So a lot of people who are blocked from this understanding, really they're going to be destroyed. And they also try to get with the scriptures and try to understand it, and they can't come to an understanding because, you know, they're reading it to their own destruction. Okay, it's really a curse unto them. Sirach or Ecclesiasticus 39 and 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. So the holy, they understand the scriptures because the elect, they've been taught, they understand. They've humbled themselves, they've become newborn babes. Now the rest of this world, they've been blocked off from this truth. So since they've been blocked off from this truth, right, this word is considered to be a stumbling block unto them. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. All right, so the wicked cannot receive this truth. You wicked ass niggas out there, that's why you can't come to an understanding of this truth. All right, you wicked as hell. You damn heathens out there, you don't come to an understanding because you're wicked. All right, Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 21. Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness hath blinded them. So 2/3 of our people, they are blinded by their own wickedness. They can't come to the truth. They've been blocked out from the truth. Okay? Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness hath blinded them. As for the mysteries of God, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for blameless souls. Because a lot of people, they just think it's vanity to serve the Lord. There's nothing at the end of all this. There's no righteous reward. You just serve the Lord, then you die, and there's nothing at the end of it all. A lot of people feel like that, man. They have no discernment to know that, hey, for your good works, you know, you're getting paid for. You're actually getting paid for your righteousness. Just like you have a job and you're getting paid through wages. All right. Well, you're getting paid through wages, being in this truth, pushing out this work, you know, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments the best of your ability. You know, all this is our tokens for the kingdom. Okay. As for the mysteries of God, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discerned a reward for blameless souls. I'm going to go to John and I'll close out here. John 14 and 17, even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. So the elect, they have the understanding. The rest of this world, they've been blinded. They've been blocked off So this truth is really a curse unto them. That's why many people wrestle with the scriptures. All right, and it's funny because when you go into the scriptures, our forefather Jacob, it came to a point where he had wrestled with an angel. Now, a lot of our people, they wrestle with the angels today because the angels being the messengers, a lot of our people wrestle with the messengers. So, it's all spiritual. But a lot of our people, they wrestle to their own destruction. All right. So, we're coming into a time where the Lord is, really dividing. He's separating the elect from the, those who don't matter pretty much. The selected ones, the chosen ones, and then you have those who are just, bottom of the bucket. Those who don't understand, that's not our problem. We just have to focus on doing the right thing and waking up the elect. So with that, I'm going to jump to verse 26 and I'll close it. But the Comforter, which is the Holy Ghost, whom the Father will send in my name, he shall teach you all things and bring all things to your remembrance, whatsoever I have said unto you. And we have that remembrance right now, coming back into this truth, because you have men on this earth who are doing these lessons, pushing these videos, who were back during the time of, Yahweh Shai and many of the other prophets. They're here right now. And we're coming into that remembrance of our ancient knowledge. This is our culture. This is our heritage. So, don't see it as a huge thing that, we're coming back into our lot. We're remembering that old knowledge. And for those who don't remember, well, they're back into their lot. Okay? So with that, all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.